Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Mohawk Motors. My name is Jason. I'm still out here working on the new workshop. I've actually been out here for a few hours now. It's Monday evening, and I made some good progress today. I got, a few more panels of plywood up from where I left off in the last video. I'm actually reaching the point where I can hang one more panel up here tomorrow afternoon and then finish getting paneled above this door. And then I'm gonna have to wait until I run a couple more pieces of wire. I'm not gonna tell you what those wires are for yet, but I wanna get those two circuits. I wanna get the wire feeding those two circuits up through the wall, up into the attic, before I panel that section in. And then once I panel that section in, I'll be done with the wood paneling on the walls. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out. It looks awesome. It's gonna look even better once it's all painted. We're probably gonna get going on that this week too. So sit down, get comfortable, enjoy the video. Hopefully I'll have a lot of really good progress to show you. Let's go. It's Tuesday evening. I'm actually wrapping it up for the evening because I'm kind of stuck until I pick up the last few little bits I need to finish this plywood. So I've gotten all the way to this point, only one vertical bank on this wall left, and all the way to this point, just my fuse panel bank left. And I realized as I was getting over here, there was one more switch that I need to relocate. It was mounted right here to the same board as the breaker panel. And I'm just gonna relocate it over here next to the door. So not a far move, had plenty of slack in the line. And all it is for a floodlight out on the front of the building, which I probably won't use it very often, if ever. But I want it to match all my other switches. I want it to be accessible. So I got everything done wiring wise electrically so that once I get the plywood sheeting on that wall, I can get it located where I want. I need one more pack of insulation for the walls. I got my top piece up there. So I'm kind of stuck. I've got a list together of a bunch of little odds and ends that I need to grab on my way back tomorrow. I have to take our littlest one to a doctor appointment, and then on the way back, him and I are gonna stop and pick up all the little odds and ends that I need. So hopefully tomorrow evening, I can get out here and get my last two sections done and have the plywood walls finished. And then it'll just be time to, it'll be time to start painting. Which is gonna be a project, but it's gonna make a huge difference in this place. I mean, there's already a huge difference in it. I can't believe how much better this place looks than it did when I got here, how much more functional and useful it looks and is. And I'm excited to continue on with this. So that's it for tonight. I'll bring you guys back tomorrow. Well, team, it's 10:40 on Wednesday night. I've been out here for a while. Time actually got away from me. I did not plan on being out here this late. And I definitely did not get as much done as I had hoped to get done this evening. But I did make some progress. I did manage to get the last bit of wiring done. You can see I've got my two coils of wire up there that I needed to get hooked into the breaker box. I'll probably show you guys what those are for tomorrow. And I got all the wiring tidied up, I'll put away. I got vapor barrier insulation behind there. I wasn't able to move the actual breaker panel out. I would have liked to have this lid on the proud side of the plywood. But I didn't realize that the meter is directly exterior of that breaker panel, and there's conduit that passes through the wall that the main feed wires run through, with a jam nut on the outside in the meter box and on the inside in the breaker box, which basically I can't move it. it is where it is. So I trimmed around it as nicely as I can there. I think it'll be fine once it gets painted. It's not perfect, but it's the best I can do without having the power company come out here and change it. And frankly, it's just not worth it to me to get the power company out here and jack around with that. And it's, like I said, it's just a tiny bit of aesthetics. I think it'll still look just fine once I paint the plywood. So tomorrow I'll get the vapor barrier insulation and last piece of plywood up on this side. And then that'll give me the all clear to go ahead and get these last 3 pieces of plywood up. Which I'm looking and realizing I may have miscalculated on the amount of plywood I need, which would be a bummer. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But yeah, we're making progress. We're getting there. Bringing you guys back tomorrow, hopefully for the end of the plywood and insulation phase. Hey everybody, it's Thursday afternoon now. It's just a quick update. I'm about to go in and get dinner ready and then have stuff to do, so I won't be back out here tonight, but thought I'd show you. I was out here for a little over an hour, and here's where I'm at. I've got 1 panel left to vapor barrier, insulate, and plywood. And I should be able to knock that out when I get out here tomorrow. As soon as I get that knocked out, then it's time to start painting this place. That's pretty much it. That'll be a big milestone, getting that last panel up tomorrow. And then, like I said, start slinging paint. So I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon. All right, everybody, it's Friday afternoon. Meg actually has the afternoon off, which lets me get out here a little bit earlier. And I need it because I gotta try to get a lot done today so we can get the roof steel put up tomorrow. My brother-in-law Brian's coming to help me get all the steel up on this part of the roof. But before we do that, I wanna at the very minimum get 2 coats of paint on this wall. Now, the reason being, where the steel meets the wall is gonna be J-channel. And I don't want to trim around that J-channel if I don't have to. So if I can get 2 coats of paint on this wall today, and it will be done, all I have to do is attach the J-channel. Tomorrow we can put the steel up, and then I'll focus on finishing up the painting and the trim and stuff out here. So I'm gonna get my last piece of plywood up with insulation and vapor barrier, and then probably give the walls a quick vacuum, just because it's dusty out here. I've been cutting, sawing, moving stuff in the roof, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna do a quick vacuum of all the walls to get all the loose dust off of them. And then start painting this thing. Start on this wall, and then I'll do the rest of the rear wall and the rest of the front wall. So we got 10 gallons of paint. I think that'll be enough. It's just gonna be a matter of, can I get it painted in time, and will it dry in time? Ideally, I'd like to get both coats completely done today, but we'll just have to see how far I can get. So bring you guys back when I've made a little progress. Well, everybody, I got most of a first coat done. I've got the entire back wall done. Actually, no, I don't. I still want to do the inside edge around the door, but I got the corners and the upper beam done. I've got this whole wall done, which was primary goal, is get this wall done. Oh, I got to do around the hydrant, but I need to, at the very least, get my second coat on there tonight before I go to bed, so it's ready for tomorrow. I got most of the front wall rolling done. I still got to come in with the brush. But I'm out of time. I got to go in and have dinner. I'll probably sneak back out after dinner and do the second coat on this wall. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know. And that way I'll be ready to do the steel roof tomorrow. So I'll probably bring you guys back tomorrow afternoon sometime and show you how much we get done. Woo! It's been a bit of a painting marathon out here, team. I did take a little break and go and have dinner, like I said, and then came back out, kept going. And I am happy to report that I've got 1 coat on everything except inside the window frame and inside the door frames. But I can cut those in another time. That's not a huge deal. And I got my second coat. I literally just finished the second coat on this wall. So tomorrow, when Brian gets here, I can have him help me run the J channel along the top, and then we can go ahead and do the ceiling steel. And man, that'll have this place closed in. That'll leave a little bit of paint, a bit more insulation up in the attic, and then finishing touches, trim, covers around all the outlets and receptacles and switches and stuff, and a few other little things. But good progress today. It's late. It's 11:48, but I really needed to get it done for myself and just to keep things moving along. And so Brian and I can hopefully get this roof steel up tomorrow without any problems, no issues. And that'll be yet another item checked off the list. So see you guys tomorrow. Well, everybody, I'm beat. It's about 5:15, it's Saturday, and I'm cleaning up to go in and have dinner with the family. I'm done for the day, but it was a good day. My brother-in-law Brian came and gave me a hand. My brother Tyler lent me a ladder, and between those two favors, was able to get all of the steel up. So I now have a complete roof in this workshop. And I am super, super pumped about it. It came out really well. It's not perfect. I mean, anybody that looks at it will probably be able to tell that it wasn't done by professionals, but it was done by us. I think it looks darn good, and it'll serve its purpose. I've got a nice roof. I'll be able to put insulation above it, be able to get everything sealed up, and it'll keep it nice and warm and comfortable out here in the winter time. So super, super happy. Brian, thank you again for helping. I couldn't have done it without you, man. And Tyler, thank you for loaning me the ladder. And that's it for this update, everybody. I'm coming back out tomorrow. My little girl wants to help me do some painting, so she's gonna come out and help me do some painting tomorrow morning. And hopefully we can finish that up. So see you guys then. Well, it's Sunday morning, and a little blooper. I've already had my first oil spill, and I haven't even started working down here yet. Apparently yesterday afternoon, after we were done working, I forgot to shut off the valves in my little transfer hose, and it went ahead and flooded. Whoopsie. Now I get to clean up my first oil spill. Hooray! Well, everybody, I think it's time to wrap up this week's video. I made a lot of progress this week. It's about 4:30 on Sunday. I've been out here pretty much all day painting. My kids did come out and help me a little bit, which I super appreciate. It was fun to spend a little time with them and nice to have them help. And I think it's come out really good. We got whole front wall, this whole wall, whole rear wall, everything painted, looking good. Wound up using like about 13 gallons of paint. So, whew, that was a lot of paint to put up, but it's done now and I think it looks really, really good. You can see I got all my wall plates on. I'm really happy with those. I think they all look good. I like that I've got everything at a pretty uniform height with the exception of the water heater wiring, the oven, and the GFCI outlets. So big progress this week, man, getting that ceiling up. And I'll tell you, I haven't insulated up there yet. I plan to do that in the evenings this coming week. But just getting that steel up on the ceiling has made a massive difference in not only the noise level in here. I mean, it's raining pretty hard outside right now, and I can just barely hear the rain hitting the roof. And I'm sure once I get insulation above this steel, above the ceiling in here, I probably won't even be able to tell when it's raining outside anymore, which will be nice for making videos. But also for the temperature. Man, I've had the thermostat set at 60 degrees in here, and the furnace has had zero problem keeping it at 60 degrees in here. It's been kicking on like every 10, 15 minutes for a couple of minutes and then turns back off. So it's made a huge difference getting this space all closed in and sealed up from outside and from the attic and everything else. And like I said, I'm sure it'll only get better once I get the insulation up there. So big progress this week. I'm really excited about it. Still a lot to do. Work continues next week, but that's gonna be the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're as excited about this place as I am, and it's definitely gonna be nice to have some projects in here. I've already had my first oil spill, and I'm not even working on anything yet, but it's not like it's the first time I've had to clean up an oil spill. So thanks again for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. And as a bonus, for those of you who stuck around and watched the whole thing, and remember, I left those two wires up in the attic space above the panel because I said I had something else electrical to put up. Here they are. A 9,000 pound 2-post lift and a 10,000 pound 2-post lift. So those are probably going to be my primary focus of trying to get set up this week.